On this episode of The Peasant Chefs, we will look at the 300-year-old tradition of cooking pizza with an authentic brick oven. Roberto Caporuscio, a trained pizzioli, owns and operates Questa on Bleecker Street in Manhattan. Many residents agree that the West Village wouldn't be the same without his skill at crafting authentic pizza.
I want to remake this two pizza better.
They have a special place in their hearts and their stomachs for Roberto and traditional Neapolitan pizza. They wonder what makes his recipe so delicious, so fresh and authentic. The answer is that Roberto's pizzas are packed with 300 years of flavor, descending from the south of Italy, where pizza making is not just delicious, it's a part of history. Join us as we look at how this peasant chef passes on those traditions from one generation to another.
Si chiama Pontinia e ho cresciuto in un'azienda agricola.
Roberto was born and raised in Pontina, a city south of Rome, in an agricultural family. He learned at an early age to make bread and sell it from his home to help his family. At the age of 38, he decided to take a step toward his real passion, the art and science of crafting traditional Neapolitan pizza. Roberto underwent years of rigorous study in Italy to receive the coveted certification of Pizzioli.
Very good exercise.
Italian home-cooked style pizzas, prepared in the peasant kitchens of pre-Renaissance Naples, were the springboard and inspiration for the perfected, chef-created pizzas that Roberto cooks today. The recipe was invented from poverty and necessity. In pre-Renaissance Naples, pizza moved from the hearth to the streets, and young male vendors roamed the city, selling bread and pizza using small tin stoves on their heads. When vendors discovered that pizza could translate into a lucrative business, the first pizzeria was born. Antica Pizzeria Port Alba opened in 1830 and set the stage for what would become the traditional Italian pizza kitchen. The setup for this kitchen is simple and still used in pizzerias all over the world. Most can now recognize the iconic brick fire-burning oven, marble counter for beating and preparing the traditional crust, and a convenient shelf lined with limited but fresh ingredients. This dome-shaped oven is known as the Pompeii oven. Excavations date this oven all the way back to ancient Rome. The oven is designed to heat quickly and hold the tremendously high heat for an extended period of time. The efficiency of the oven is what makes it possible to cook the perfect one-minute pizza, or any fast-cooking pizza where the fresh ingredients cannot stand the high heat for very long. Because Italian brick and stone are said to be the highest in quality for insulation and aesthetics, and also flavor, Roberto constructed his pizza oven with materials shipped from Italy. To ensure an even greater level of authenticity, Roberto hired 2 Italian laborers to construct his oven with materials from home. This means that at Questa, every element has been designed to create a pizza that tastes precisely like the original. Roberto starts the day by cleaning out the old wood and adding new wood to the oven to dry for up to a half hour. After about 45 minutes, he'll be able to bring the oven to the desired temperature. The oven has to heat up to 450 degrees Celsius, or around 900 degrees Fahrenheit. The wood stove is very important and different from the other ovens because it can cook in 3 different ways, which are by the surface of the oven, by the temperature inside, and by the heat spreading from the flame. Thus, the pizza is cooked in 3 different ways, and no other oven, the electrical or the gas one, even today, no matter how they try, can do that. Another characteristic of the Neapolitan oven is the construction of the double chamber. The internal stone is made from Sorrentian terracotta, which is not refractory, so it keeps the heat. These ovens have been made in this way for over 300 years, and especially for the Neapolitan pizza.
La parte più importante per fare la pizza è l'impasto, da dove si inizia. L'impasto della pizza napoletana è semplicissimo, si fa così da oltre 200 anni, è composto da acqua, farina, lievito e sale.
Roberto is going to show us the process of how they make it with the machine, and then how they used to make it by hand. Roberto uses 00 Antimo Caputo flour from a medium-sized mill in Italy, where they are strict when it comes to purchasing the highest quality wheat in Italy. Exceptional milling of quality grain is the secret to unforgettably soft dough, tough enough to handle extremely high temperatures. The wheat is ground slowly so that the protein and gluten are not damaged. Maintaining their integrity of these is key to ensuring the elasticity and supple nature of the dough. Temperature and humidity are important factors in making dough because of how long it takes to rise. He only uses fresh natural cake yeast that must be refrigerated. Dry yeast will not do the job and can leave spots in the pizza. He uses only a gram of yeast per liter of water and lets the dough rise slowly. Roberto does not put the dough in the refrigerator, but leaves it out to rise for 18 to 24 hours. Once the dough has set and risen, the canvas is ready for a culinary masterpiece. When it is ready, the dough is shaped into 9.5-ounce balls and placed in plastic crates to rise.
Allora, cominciamo dalla prima pizza. La prima pizza che veniva fatta è fatta, e noi ce l'abbiamo nel menù oggi, con pecorino romano, basilico, comprendere lardo. A Napoli si chiama la sugna. Questa è la prima pizza, si chiama Mastro Nicola, è del 1600, la prima volta, che è stata, non ci sono una data precisa, e noi abbiamo deciso di proporla in maniera originale, nociva, velenosa. Non la usavano come pianta ornamentale, e poi lo occuparono Napoli, e qualcuno della strada di Napoli ha cambiato la cucina nel mondo, quindi per noi è nata a Napoli come frutto, ma è tipicamente americano.
The tomato is said to have originated in South America and was spread around the world following the Spanish colonization of the Americas. Being native to South America, it was transported to Mexico, where it was grown and consumed by Mesoamerican civilizations. The first domesticated tomato may have been a little yellow fruit, similar in size to a cherry tomato, grown by the Aztecs of central Mexico. Many historians believe that the Spanish explorer Cortés may have been the first to transfer the small yellow tomato to Europe after he captured what is now Mexico City in 1521. Some believe Christopher Columbus, working for the Spanish monarchy, was the first European to take back the tomato as early as 1493. The earliest discussion of the tomato in European literature appeared in an herbal publication written in 1544 by Pietro Andrea Mattioli, an Italian physician and botanist who named it pomodoro, or golden apple.
Tante differenti nazioni, quindi l'Italia, se vogliamo vedere, è più giovane nazione che l'America. Allora, questa è la seconda pizza, questa, scusate, è marinara e origano. Si chiama marinara perché quando i marinai a Napoli arrivavano dalla pesca avevano fame, e quando la pizza era un popolo molto povero, quindi il marinaio aveva questo pesce che facevano mettere sulla marinara, a quel punto si faceva, non ci stava con la mozzarella. Questa invece è la Regina Margherita, che sarebbe la margherita originale, ed è fatta con pomodoro, la mozzarella di bufala che viene dall'Italia e olio extravergine di oliva. Questa vi spiego la storia in 2 secondi, adesso dovete velocemente la pizza nel forno.
Pizzas tend to satisfy no matter how you slice it. But what have we lost for our taste buds and our lives by turning away from the skill, tradition, and culinary artistry of the past? And what do we gain when we bring this deeper sense of nourishment and tradition back onto our tables today? The rich history of Neapolitan pizza has found its way into the present and onto Bleecker Street in Manhattan with Roberto's discipline and passion. But you don't need to be in New York City to experience this kind of flavor. It's available to all of us. When we search for more authentic ways of experiencing food from the past and from other cultures, and allow these traditions to inspire us to cook, enjoy, and share with one another.
Fresca, proprio latte, vogliamo chiamarlo, e che questa qui che è ed è lo stesso procedimento con cui si fa la mozzarella. A fare il produttore di latte, quindi ogni mattina dovevamo alzarci, mangiare 2 volte al giorno una mucca di latte, dargli da mangiare. It's very unusual speaking in Italia for me now. 450, when I talk about this kind of stuff, Celsius e 850-900 Fahrenheit. Usually when they interview me I speak in English. I try, they're very very careful. Ed io sono cresciuto e ho cominciato a lavorare. So you ask me in English, I rispondo in italiano, qui del settore zootecnico e agricolo. I was grew up as a farmer, natural flour, I was there before, and the natural way they raise the dough, and then it's become totally different. The oven is 1900 degrees, the way we use the oven, and this product come completely different in the American prospect. If I tell that this is better, no, it's different. I don't want to tell it. I don't want to be the judge. I don't think I can be the judge. But the response from New York is amazing. So garlic, on top of the buffalo mozzarella, it's very expensive and very incredible fine taste.